Once one button click from promotion from dev to staging to production is any company's dream. ScalePoynt brought to me the highest level of efficiency that I could get and peace of mind during my off time. I worked with a company called Black Professionals in Tech Network. I was in there as the solutions architect to build a plan for what the future of tech for the platform was going to look like. I needed infrastructure that had automated pipeline that allowed developers to be self-sufficient without a lot of bottlenecks regarding deployments, scalability. Once one button click from promotion from dev to staging to production is any company's dream. It was giving me a lot of grief thinking about it, right? Who was actually going to fit into my plan? Who was going to come work with me into the new architecture and also be able to take over my existing architecture? And when it came to infrastructure, DevOps, and security, that's when I decided to bring in ScalePoynt. They were able to come up with better suggestions for ways of doing other things and opened up our imaginations to other possibilities. What we built there was an automated pipeline, DevOps pipeline that allows development to deployment at a click of a button. I didn't have to worry about the status of my infrastructure. They were also very cost effective with respect to they helped me get the best deals for the kind of infrastructure I wanted and for the kind of setup I wanted. The biggest mistake a lot of tech people do is they have a lot of bloated infrastructure at the beginning that they don't need. And so the getting over the when to scale up, scale down thing, I didn't have to bother about that. The monitoring. So the entire life cycle along the operational excellence metrics were all checked. ScalePoynt are people that are efficient and they love documentation. They always do get you the best deal and they have flexible packages that can actually fit your budget. If I'm to advise any CEO out there that is to work with ScalePoynt, I will advise that try and be as open as possible. Tell them what your needs are, no matter what the need, be it cost, be it budget, be it resource, be it your expectations. What are your operational excellence metrics expectations? What are your uptime expectations? What are your service level expectations? Make it very, very clear, because the more information you provide to them, the better they meet your needs. They know what they're doing. They were not guessing or Googling or making it up as they go. There was always a plan, giving you the details about cost implications, the infrastructure implications, even the resource implications. There was nothing hidden in the fine print. What most potential investors want to see, they want to see sustainability and succession. Now, how do you define sustainability and succession? First things first, you have things that are running and that they're efficient. And then secondly, there is documentation showing a roadmap to what's next, what's in the plan. Then you see the documentation and then the roadmap. And then you know that these people do have a long-term plan for succession with you that is actually supposed to grow along with your business. I will tell you that there's a difference between satisfaction and happiness. A lot of people tend to look for people that will make them happy, but not necessarily satisfied. If I was more of a very strict CTO then, and I was like, oh, you must do it my way, without having any form of flexibility, I probably wouldn't have gotten the best out of it. But ScalePoynt did decide that we will give you what will satisfy and meet your expectations, right? But not what will make you happy. If we get to the point that will make you happy, we align on that, all well and good. But satisfaction is key. So customer satisfaction is key. Currently, ScalePoynt still runs the infrastructure, DevOps, and security for the company. And that's enough of a testimonial. Everything still runs perfectly well and at a very efficient state. If we have a downtime or we're having latency or we're having a denial of service attack or we're having some kind of inflow of traffic, I didn't have to manually upscale. Everything was automated. It takes skill to be able to build out such an architecture that is robust and upscales and downscales based on traffic and usage. ScalePoynt brought to me the highest level of efficiency that I could get and peace of mind during my off time.